Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to my first video for this year, guys. This is going to be a very special episode. Guys, this is going to be going over my New Year's goals for 2019. I'm super stoked for what 2019 is going to hold, guys. 2018 wasn't like a terrible year for me or anything like that. It just wasn't one of the greatest. But I did actually end up starting my YouTube channel June 6th of 2018. I think in my about of the about part of my channel it says like January of 2017. That's just when I technically created the channel, because I originally planned on actually putting videos out back in 2017, very early 2017, actually 2016 to be honest with you, but ended up creating it then. Some stuff kind of unfortunately didn't go my way, and then I finally decided to pick it back up June of this past year, 2018, guys. 2019 is going to be an awesome year. I can just feel it, guys. I'm very stoked for what this year is going to hold. I've got some things down in the future that are going to be happening, and I'm insanely excited for what is to come. I kind of just wanted to make this video with some really good what's called background video of me just playing some Call of Duty videos. The first game I ended up like with a 4 point something KD, and then the second game, you guys have to watch it in the background because it is insane. I just absolutely go off. But I just kind of want to start off kind of saying that I typically have about 5 goals. Actually, let me backtrack real quick. I wanted to actually start it off by saying, guys, I have my new logo out. Check it out, guys. I'm going to link my Twitter into the description below, guys, so that you can kind of see, like, if you ever want to see any of my tweets, what I kind of do on Twitter. I don't have an Instagram, I don't have a Facebook for it just yet. So I may do that here in the near future, but I highly doubt it, just because I don't use those. I only really use Twitter anymore for the YouTube and stuff like that. So go check out, my Twitter account and stuff like that. It'll be pretty cool to kind of see who all follows me and whatnot, and subscribe, like any of my subscribers and stuff like that. But check out my logo, guys. It's insanely cool. One of my friends actually ended up doing it. Check out the description if you kind of want to see like what other kind of stuff he does. He also ended up doing my outro, which is at the very end of this video, guys. So make sure to stay for the entire video because, guys, the outro is insanely cool. And then one of my other friends, who actually has been doing some of the background music for some of my other Call of Duty videos, like my World War II and most of my Black Ops 4 beta videos, he did the background music for some of them, and so he actually ended up doing the background music for my outro, which is insanely cool. I'll link his description in the description thing below as well, so if you kind of want to go see some of his music, whatnot, he's awesome. He's an incredible musician, whatnot, producer, I believe is what he actually goes by. So go make sure to check him out. He's awesome. And so is my other friend who does all the what's called like the logo and the outro and stuff like that. But let's get into the meat of this video, guys. I tend to have 5 goals every year. I've always done one for personal, like my personal stuff and whatnot, so I'm going to obviously keep that one a little bit separate just for me, but I'm going to share with you guys what I'm planning on doing for my YouTube goals, my 5 YouTube goals, and I kind of like to explain what exactly it is that I try to do, how I think of these things, what I try to include in them, and whatnot. So the main thing is, one second guys, let me get some water, dry mouth in it. There we go. Alright. Main thing is, I like to make things that are positive. So I don't typically like to say, or I should say, I like to say, things that don't have a negative spin on them. So if they have a positive spin. So let's say, man, I don't know. Like, oh man, I can't even think of anything at this point. I'm like drawing a blank as I'm trying to figure what I'm trying to say out. Let me look at my goals real quick, make sure. Okay, so one of my goals, I'll explain it a little bit more, but is I want to put out a video every day. Instead of saying, like, don't miss a day, like, so don't miss any of the 365 days, I like to say I would like to put a video out every these 365 days. So kind of that spin. I don't know if you guys are kind of getting what I'm trying to put down here, but basically I'm just trying to say make things positive. The other thing I like to do is I like to make something a measurable kind of thing. So instead of saying, I want to put out good content, basically trying to say, like, what's going to make it good. Because, like, what I think is good now may be different a year from now. So instead of just saying good content, you know, what can you do to, like, make your content better, I guess? Like, what are you looking for? What do you think that you can do? So, like, editing skills, like, how can you improve your editing? How can you improve your gameplay? How can you, you know, different things like that. How can you interact better with your audience? If you're streaming, if you got a bunch of comments and stuff like that. That's kind of one of the things I like to do. I always do 5. That's the last thing I really do, or the things that I really look at, is I always try to make 5. I don't know why, but 5 for some reason is a good number for me. I think 6 is a weird number for some reason. It just, like, it's weird to me. Like, if I had 6 goals, like, my OCD or something is just kicking in. It's like, you can't do that. You can't do 4. 3 is just too little. I feel like 2 is not enough. 1, if you, I don't know, if you got like a really big goal of some sort, I guess good for you. 10 is just too much. After like 6 or after 5, basically, I feel like it's just too much. So I try to limit myself down to 5, and make them attainable. Like I said, just all in general, make them positive, and that's kind of what I like to do. So with that, my first goal for this coming year for my YouTube is, like I said, guys, I want to put out a video every day this year. I have done that since June 6th, guys. That's when I started. I have yet to miss a day. There was a day where I actually got my video out at 11:59 p.m., like 11:55 or some crap like that, when I actually published the video. And guys, that was tough. That was definitely not a good couple of days for me. I unfortunately had stuff going on, but I ended up actually finally getting it out. I have not missed a day since June. It's funny because before I started, I actually took a week off to start my YouTube channel, and before I like actually started it, it was funny because I was talking to some of my friends. I was like, "Hey guys, like, this is what I'm doing. I'm hoping, you know, like, if you guys can support me and whatnot, that'd be awesome." And all of them were all supportive, but the one major thing that they asked me, they were like, "How often do you plan on doing this?" And I was like, I'm hoping to do like 7 days a week. And every single one of them were like, "Man, that's a lot." And I was like, "I know, I may have to hold it down to like 3 or 5 a week maybe." And they're like, "Hey, like, I mean, if you can do it, awesome, but, you know, don't kill yourself over it." And it's funny because I probably work about 20-25 hours extra a week trying to just do editing, video recording, stuff like that. On top of the 40 hours that I work full time at my real job, or I shouldn't say real job, it's my current, like, full-time job. And it's funny because, like, the 20 roughly hours that I spend editing and recording and playing, it's just funny because, like, it feels like it's only like 5 hours, guys. Like, this is what I love to do. This is what I plan on doing, hopefully for the rest of my life. It's just one of those, like, I have to get to that point where I can depend on this being my only income and stuff like that. And, you know, hopefully that's what 2019 brings, guys. It would be absolutely incredible if I get to the point where this is what I do for a living. I love creating. I've been noticing a huge jump in subscribers, likes, views, stuff like that. So thank you guys for that. It's absolutely awesome that you guys are definitely helping me out with what's all going on and trying to get me to that point where, you know, I can do this daily. I can do daily, you know, double uploads and stuff like that, and just overall better editing, because unfortunately with the time that I have, I'm not able to put in as much effort, just because of the fact that, like, guys, I'm so tired at the night. Like, after I get home, I eat, and then I basically record and then go to bed. So thank you guys for all the support and whatnot. But I do want to put out that a video every day. Obviously, I'm going to do double upload some days and whatnot. So hopefully we can get there. But number 2 is I want to learn and apply a new editing effect once every week. So basically that means about 52 times this coming year. I'm hoping that I can learn a new editing thing, whether it's learn how to do like a new side effect kind of thing where it, like, the words pop up and then, like, wipe away, or if it's something like a new image comes in, or if I get an image to move, something like that, you know. I just kind of want to make my editing on different videos and stuff like that a little bit better. I want to improve that. I want to I like learning a new thing every week, or at least every day, personally. But editing is definitely going to be a little bit more strenuous on me. One second, let me drink real quick. I, like, completely missed my mouth. Oh my god. One second. All right. With the little time that I have, unfortunately, editing isn't at the top of the list for life right now for me, but it's getting up there, guys, with how fast I'm like growing and stuff like that. So I do want to learn and apply a new one once every week, guys. You probably notice it. I'll probably start using like 5 the first video I learn it, and then like 2 the rest of it and stuff like that. But that would be number 2. So number 3 is I want to do at least one collaboration video with another channel. So whether it's like a Call of Duty video, if it's a Kingdom Hearts 3 video, if it's something like a top 10 of some sort, I don't know, guys. It's one of those, unfortunately, I'm not going to be like very specific in what I'm doing, but hopefully I want to reach out. I want to kind of keep reaching out on YouTube, on Twitter and stuff like that. I want to keep being more positive on that. Like I said, guys, follow me on Twitter if you want, because I try to interact with a lot of people on Twitter and YouTube. I've been trying to get more into people's comment sections, trying to just be positive, be nice, trying to kind of start conversations with other people and whatnot. Mainly to bring people obviously into my community, but the other thing is like I don't know, I like spreading positivity through YouTube, because I feel like it's too toxic nowadays. Like I feel like too many people just don't really, I don't know how to explain it. Like they take stuff too seriously or not serious enough and stuff like that. Like these are people's jobs. This is people's life, or these are people's lives that they are putting on the internet, and unfortunately people can be toxic and whatnot. Like we've obviously you've seen a bunch of stuff going around and whatnot, but I would like to do one collaboration video this year with another channel. Number 4 would be get a sponsorship. That is something that I'm not sure I can control, honestly. It's obviously going to be one of those, they may have to reach out to me. I don't know who all is kind of looking for sponsorships. I'm going to try my best to kind of look out, try to kind of keep messaging, like the top sponsorships that I would take hands down right now would be G Fuel and Chipotle. Like Chipotle is, I go to Chipotle way too much. Obviously, this isn't me trying to get a sponsorship, guys. It's just me honestly being, just telling you guys my top sponsorships. But Chipotle, I go to lunch there. Oh my god, way too much. I need to stop going there, but it's just so good. And it's funny too because they were started in Colorado, and if you don't know, I am from Colorado. I don't know, it would be awesome to get one from them. And then G Fuel, guys, I drink that literally every day. Like in the morning, going to work, that's what I drink. That's my thing. I just love their flavors. I like the fact that it's like healthy and whatnot. Well, compared to Monster and whatnot. And it would be absolutely incredible to get a sponsorship from somebody. I think that's kind of one of the things that, like, when I first started, I was like, how will you know you truly made it? And I think the first one that if I got to that point, I'd be like, wow, which would be if I quit my full-time job and started doing this for full-time. Like, this was my job. That would be the first time I'd really look at myself and be like, dang, man, you made it. Like, this is it. This is what you're going to do. And I think number 2 would be getting a sponsorship. But there's obviously other things, but I'll get into those when I get to that point. But let's go to the 5th goal, which I think is probably my main goal, the top goal that I'm trying to shoot for. And kind of let me begin saying this by saying I realize it sounds ridiculous. And to be honest, I try to kind of set at least one goal that scares me. And the reason why I try to do that is because if you're not aiming, well, I don't know how to explain this. So if you aim and you get something, let's say you get somewhere that you want to be, like if you're trying to lose weight and you get to, I don't know, 200 pounds, but really truly you want to be at, let's say, 150. If you get to 200 because 150 scares you, let's say you get to 200 at like June, halfway into the year. At that point, you're like, well, I made it. Like, I'm good. Awesome, we got it. But really, truly deep down, you wanted to get to 150, and so you may get to 190. But let's say if you set it to 150, but you don't get it, you get to 170, you get to 160, you get right there, but you don't actually get it. You can look back and be like, wow, I got so much further than what I really expected. And that's kind of why I said I wanted to reach, now don't laugh, I want to reach 10,000 subscribers by the end of this year. And now that is an insane amount of that's an insane amount of subscribers. Especially for the fact that when I'm recording this, guys, I'm at 251 subscribers. the fact that that is, what is that, like 250 is a quarter times 10, so we're at, well, that's a 1/40th of where I'm supposed to think I'm supposed to get to and whatnot. So I kind of, I don't know, I want to reach 10,000, and the reason being is 1,000, I believe, is when you can apply to be monetized. I believe I'm well over the view amount, so I believe I would just need to get to 1,000 subscribers, and that's when I would be eligible to be monetized. I have to go through like some app and stuff like that. I don't know what it is they look at, but 1,000 subscribers would get me monetized. I feel like that's where I want to, but deep down, I think 10,000, if I can get to 10,000 by the end of the year, I think I can make my jump to, well, not jump to being full-time this, but I'd be pretty dang close. I believe at 50,000 subscribers, that's when I would probably quit my day job and start doing this full-time, depending on obviously where I'm at financially, and where my YouTube is at, growth, I should say. But I truly believe that I could actually get to 10,000 subscribers. Again, it sounds absolutely insane to me for some reason saying this out loud, but when you really deep down think about it, if I do a video every day, that's 365 videos. If I can get an extra 9,749 subscribers from 365 videos, I feel like I'm doing something right. I feel like it's one of those, if you can do that, you belong on YouTube, I guess. Like, you can do this full time, not just as a hobby, I guess is what I'm trying to say. And that's kind of where I'm at, guys. I really hope I can actually hit these. I think at the end of this year, I'm going to go over kind of like what I did, because I actually keep a note card of all my goals and stuff like that, and I hang them right next to my desk so that I can kind of check them every day, because I'm obviously in here every day. Well, not every day, but I at least post a video every day, so I'm pretty much always on this computer, or one of my computers right here, and so I can check them every day. But I think at the end of the year, I think New Year's Eve, I'm gonna do a how I did on this year. So make sure to hit that subscribe button, guys, and that little notification button, because obviously that'll come up in the future, and for future videos and whatnot, just make sure you hit that so you can get the notification saying that I posted my videos, and make sure that, you know, if you have any surprise videos that you haven't watched yet, hit that subscribe button. Just it truly helps me, guys, and it'll help me reach my 10,000 sub goal for this year, guys. If you guys enjoyed this video, make sure to leave a like. If you guys are new to this channel, make sure to subscribe to me. As I continue to grow, it'll be a tremendous help. But as always, guys, I will see you next episode.